Howdy doody 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 doody. It's your boy G-Man. It's Monday. I hope everybody's having a fantastic start to this week. Hopefully it's a short week for you. Hopefully your job honors holidays and you're going to enjoy Thanksgiving and a day off and time with family and friends and whatnot and all that good stuff. Today, I'm encouraged to talk about specifically tragedy, or when bad things happen in your life, and I'm curious how you choose to perceive them, what your perspective is on them, how you choose to look at them, how you choose to handle them. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people. I'd say it's common, if you're not, especially if you don't ever go out of your way to kind of teach yourself a better way to handle things. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know. I had no idea how to handle any kind of tragedy in my life properly. You know what I mean? I didn't really have any examples in my life, good examples in my life of proper ways, conducive ways, healthy ways to handle tragedy and, you know, severe, moderate to severe problems in your life. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, correct me if I'm wrong, but a bad thing will happen, right? And we'll perceive it, we will choose to perceive it as a tragedy. I'd say I would define, I don't know Webster's definition or Wikipedia, whatever source you're using in your life right now. I don't even know if Wikipedia has a dictionary, but I digress. I don't know what the actual definition for tragedy is, right? I haven't looked it up. But the way I would define a tragedy is something of a outrageous magnitude of negative impact on your life or multiple lives. You know, like, you know, plane crash is a tragedy, right? A loved one passing away is a tragedy, right? But let's say losing a job, right? That's probably not a tragedy, right? That's a bad thing. It negatively impacts your life, correct? But that's something that you can always bounce back from, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Can you not bounce back from losing a job? I think you can. So there's one big misconception, I think, personally, in how people label what people are using the tragedy label for. So when I'm speaking right now about tragedies, I'm talking about very large, you know, negative, emotional, like crushing grief kind of things. And what's inspired me to talk about this today is, and hopefully this is a story that makes you feel like you can look at tragedies in a better way. That sounds so contradicting, right? Because tragedy is a terrible, terrible thing, right? But you don't want one thing, right, to just completely control your life for the rest of your life, right? So I'll move into my example. I have somebody in my life, very close to, who had someone very close, I'm gonna try and keep it very vague, pass away. And it's been a few years, and every year when it rotates around, just approaching the month, this person would get so stricken with grief she could barely operate her day-to-day functions. You know what I mean? She would probably call into work a few times that month, just out of the simple fact that she's sad, and she spent a lot of time going, why this, why my life, why this person's life, you know, the person who passed away, why did it have to be them, why is it, you know what I mean? Just being gripped by it, controlled, smothered, strangled by it. And as of recently, this person has made a conscious decision, and this only applies to death. There are different ways to handle this, and obviously you can transmute what I'm about to say to whatever tragedy you're dealing with in life, right? But she made a conscious decision to say, I'm going to celebrate this person's life, be thankful this person was in my life for as long as they were in my life, celebrate it, be very thankful and grateful that I had this person, and use this day, use this month, use this time of the year to you know, reflect on this person and the happiness that they brought my life, and just be thankful about the fact that they were there, right? Ironic, we're around Thanksgiving and I'm talking about being thankful, right? But I think it suits it, right? I think it's perfect. So that's how this person has now decided to choose to deal with this problem, and this person has had an astounding difference in the way that their month has been going. They haven't been completely stricken the entire month, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel sad. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take time to feel the grief. I'm not saying anything like that. But I am saying don't let it swallow you. And we all have this problem when something like tragic happens, where we want to recluse into that sadness and just kind of live in it. You know what I mean? Because we feel like nothing can be better anymore. This was so terrible. This was so tragic. Nothing can be better again. We know we're kidding ourselves, right? I'm pretty sure most of us should know that we're kidding ourselves. And if you don't know, hopefully me giving you this story of how this person went from reclusing into the grief to propelling herself into making the best of a terrible situation, right? I think that's good. I think I've covered that pretty well. This all kind of rotates around perspective. How are you choosing to see what's going on around you? How are you choosing to look at your life and the things that have happened or are happening or may happen in your life? We have the control. There are some things we don't, but we're responsible for how our lives are panning out and the way we feel on a day-to-day. We hold that power. Happy Monday. I love y'all. I hope you took this as a positive thing, because it was so meant to be a positive thing. Be grateful for everyone and everything that you have in your life. Give thanks, especially this time of year. I may only do 2 videos this week, take a holiday myself. So if Wednesday's the last day, I'll let you know on Wednesday. And I'll see you the following week, peoples. I love y'all. And as always, have a great one. Peace out.